So that is helpful to hear, because I think, as I said before, there's so many really positive things that I saw you doing, and I think I would absolutely concur with you. You have great routines, your classroom's set up really well, and I think that you know your students really well. But there's a lot. Your students are busy,
Yes,
and they have a lot of diverse needs, and so I feel like what I would love to do is those main. I agree with those three areas, and looking at kind of setting up the learning environment on the planning ends of things, like in a UDL kind of framework way, which we can incorporate the early achievements pieces into that. Obviously, I'm really familiar with those aspects. But I feel like the planning and knowing when you can abandon something, I feel like there's so much that you're getting through, and like you said, you're feeling like you have so much to get through that sometimes you're just getting through it. And
you all figured out how to get into the building.
so like looking at what are the pieces that are the essential elements of this lesson, that you are really going to focus on, and then from that, how we're going to differentiate for the different students, and then how do you make decisions about when they're not responding and you need to move on or abandon, which is hard, so much easier said than done in the moment. And so, like you said, because you are thinking more about through the reflection on the videos, you're seeing it. So that's kind of a piece that I think we could start with, looking at the meaningful activities, creating meaningful activities throughout the day that I think also your students need a lot of repetition. So how can we make sure those concepts are being targeted throughout all the areas, which is part of the EA curriculum too. Not unique to early achievements, but and then play, I absolutely agree. You have a good amount of time in play, and then do you call it sensory or discovery?
Sensory,
sensory. So I think that if we focus on the PRT, as we had talked about,
I would love to focus on that
and really strengthen that up. That will just maximize your time in play.
For
and
sure.
Feel
Sometimes I feel like it's not as purposeful as it could be, and I feel like I'm doing too much versus keeping it simple and getting more results. In all aspects, I feel like that about myself, which is okay. But I'm glad that you see that too, so we can.
But it's the great news is you've got all the skills. So it's just about really tapering and maximizing the output for the input you're giving. So part of that output piece is also the data collection. Because you were doing some really wonderful things, but you're not getting credit for it because, and I know that day I was there, your aides weren't there, so it's probably a lot more than what I even saw. But I was thinking, like, okay, there's so many great things happening, but we're not capturing it.
And that can be frustrating when I feel like that, because I'm devoting all that time, and I need to write that down and get that on paper.
Absolutely. So thinking about those pieces, and then, just kind of tightening up the learning environment, and that includes like the pre-planning and the activities and the data collection. So that's kind of that whole package, and then we'll look at the PRT elements. And with the PRT too, you have a lot on your shoulders, because from what I saw, and I assume it's similar, because I think I recognized one of your aides from some other classroom in the second video you sent, that I don't think that they have had a lot of training in the play, like you said.
I have
in fact, I think she said it last time I was there for another.
My EIA is. I'm not sure if it was my EIA or my IA. But either way, my EIA has.
We're just wrapping up a quick conference.
No, don't worry. Are one of you a media center specialist?
No, I am actually from Towson too. She just left.
Okay.
And
I checked in with the office.
Taking a corner here. I'm so sorry. We're almost done.
No worries.
So we'll work on those pieces, and looking at the, and this is kind of part of PRT too, but the opportunities to respond, which
Yeah.
is part of the behavioral
Yeah,
training too.
totally.
But looking at those in a more naturalistic way. So that's what PRT brings to the picture, because you've got all this training in the behavioral
Yeah.
piece as well. So
Yeah, that sounds great.
we're on the
As long
same
as that's okay
page,
to
fully
focus
there.
on, I know it all kind of goes together, but as long as that's okay to focus on all those, I feel really good that I'm getting all those points, because I feel like versus just like one thing, that's just going to help me become more confident and get that extra. Any suggestions I get, or any, professional developments I attend, like taking that and then putting it in the room and then seeing my success is like makes me feel the best, like over everything else.
Absolutely.
So I'm really excited to get that and get some kind of background to kind of feed to my assistants instead of me trying to figure out what's purposeful and not purposeful to share with them.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And the thing is, with the PD transfer, a lot of times we'll go to great PD, and
Right.
then we may be implementing things great from it, but we don't get anyone to validate what we're doing.
Exactly, and that's the big part of it, because I need that value. I think a lot of us as teachers do.
Always.
It is
Always.
not, yeah, for sure.
It's part of the process.
Yeah.
So I just want to reiterate, this is a coaching relationship.
Yeah.
So I'm coming in as your coach, I'm your cheerleader, and so I'm certainly going to celebrate and validate the things that you're doing well. But I think there's definitely areas that, with my background, that can
Totally.
bring to the picture.
Yeah.
And we'll work together on those. So if we want to quickly just think about next steps.
Okay.
So I think I ordered classroom PRT manuals for all three of you.
Okay.
And then I thought maybe if there's time before Jackie gets started, we could look at our calendars now and see if we can find a date where we can just review.
Right.
And I know you all have had various levels of training in PRT.
Yeah.
But with me coming into the room, it's helpful to show my slides and my videos from early achievements.
Definitely.
And then the next step, which was requested from Christina, and I'm doing it with another teacher right now, is then you come in and do some guided practice.
Yeah, that would be great.
So I'll get in there.
Yeah, I
if the kids
definitely
are
need
willing.
that to.
Yeah, it helps to see it.
Yeah, definitely.
And then we'll problem solve. So it
Yeah,
would be
totally.
like, I'll watch you, and then I'll kind of jump in.
Okay.
And try and model something, and we'll talk about how it went.
Okay.
So that would be, we'll schedule time where the play will be the focus.
Yes. Yeah.
And then
That could be
your
worth it.
assistants can kind of help manage other things while we're working on those pieces. And then for the lesson plan piece, then we'll kind of do like a lesson plan together, like look at one unit or lesson, and work from the planning stage, and then come do an observation
amazing. Yeah,
with
that would be great.
feedback.
Yeah.
And I think that will kind of
Perfect.
capture our second goal.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
Sounds so good.
All
I
right.
really appreciate it.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.